start with the welcome party. So how, who do you include in that invitation for the welcome party?
So welcome party is definitely one of, I would say all of these events really are kind of new events so there's not really any kind of standard rules. But typically a welcome party is going to be more inclusive than your rehearsal dinner. Usually your rehearsal dinner is a smaller group the night before, kind of getting together after the rehearsal to kind of celebrate. The welcome party can include all of your out-of-town guests, all of your guests, so it can really kind of be opened up to everyone, or just opened up to all those kind of people who traveled in to see you. Those would be kind of the two most standard guest lists.
It's pretty, well, like you said, with all these, it's pretty inclusive.
It is, yeah.
So then who picks up the bill? We're already paying for the wedding and the rehearsal dinner. Who's picking up the bill?
Right, more events means more money, right?
Exactly.
So I think you have a couple of options with the welcome party. It's just so nice to kind of get everybody together. I think it's especially nice for the couple because there's not this like pressure on you on wedding day to talk to everyone in your short 4 or 5 hour reception. So it can be something that's super casual. Maybe you have it in your backyard and you buy beer and wine and kind of just keep it really casual. Maybe some appetizers. All the way up to something more formal, of course. But who kind of picks up the bill depends. So it could be something where maybe you have it at the same venue as your rehearsal dinner and whoever's paying for the rehearsal dinner also pays for food, but maybe your guests pay for their own bar tab. Sure. Maybe you have a big budget and you can cover the cost of everything. But typically the welcome party is happening after a dinner, so you're probably not going to need like a full meal. Maybe some past appetizers or some like a dessert bar, something for people to kind of munch on. But it's not going to be like a full meal that you have to pay for. The biggest chunk is obviously going to be the bar portion. So kind of deciding, if that's going to be something where people pick up their own tab or something you can, handle yourself. And I think that also depends on obviously budget, but also your venue. If you have your rehearsal dinner and then open up that venue to all of your guests, then they might have rules about, how the bar tab's going to work. In this case, it might make sense to do more of a consumption bar because people aren't going to be drinking quite as much.
Right.
So, whereas if you do it in your backyard and you do it at your house, then you're probably going to be the one picking up the tab there. You're not going to be asking people for their credit cards in your backyard.
And swiping on the square.
Exactly.
Right.
So it really does kind of depend on the venue.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I don't even think it feels too unnatural to have people do a cash bar. It's something like that. It really is just a meet and greet sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it's very casual event. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but most people have either traveled in that day or maybe if they're local, they've worked that day, so they've gone to dinner and now it's more of kind of just a stop by, have a drink with us. It's going to be more of a casual kind of drop-in event. There's not going to be formal toasts usually or anything, anything too formal. You might have a slideshow, but it definitely tends to just be a little more relaxed, which is nice, I think.